Hello and welcome to Relax and Learn English. Today, we are going to talk about something that many people experience at some point in life. How to detach from a person and move forward in a healthy way. Detaching from someone does not mean that you never cared about them or that the memories suddenly disappear. It simply means that you decide to stop allowing that person to control your emotions, your happiness, or your future. Many people believe that letting go is a single decision, but in reality, it is a process that happens little by little, day by day. Sometimes we become emotionally attached to someone because they made us feel special, understood, or loved. Other times, we become attached, not only to the person but also to the dreams and expectations we created in our minds. We imagine a future together. And when things do not work out, we are not only grieving the person but also the future we thought we would have. That is why moving on can feel difficult. The first step in detaching from someone is accepting reality. Acceptance does not mean you agree with what happened or that you like it. It simply means you stop fighting against the truth. If someone chose to leave, if the relationship ended, or if the connection changed, accepting the situation allows you to stop wasting energy on questions that may never have answers. Many people stay stuck because they keep asking, "Why did this happen?" Or "What if things had been different?" While these questions are natural, they often keep us trapped in the past. A healthier question is, "What can I do now to take care of myself?" Another important step is allowing yourself to feel your emotions. Some people try to suppress sadness, anger, disappointment, or loneliness. They distract themselves every minute of the day because they are afraid of feeling pain. However, emotions that are ignored usually return later. It is okay to feel sad. It is okay to cry. It is okay to admit that you miss someone. Healing does not happen by pretending you are fine. Healing happens when you acknowledge your emotions and give yourself permission to process them. At the same time, remember that emotions are temporary. What you feel today may not be what you feel next month or next year. Another useful practice is creating healthy distance. If you constantly check a person's social media profiles, reread old messages, or look at photos every day, your mind continues to focus on them. Distance gives your brain a chance to create new habits and new thoughts. This does not mean you need to hate the person. It simply means you need space to heal. Sometimes people confuse love with attachment. Love can exist without possession. Love can exist without constant contact. Attachment often says, "I need this person to be happy." Healthy love says, "I care about this person, but I can still live my life and grow as an individual." Learning this difference can be life-changing. Another key part of detachment is rebuilding your relationship with yourself. During emotional attachment, people sometimes neglect their own needs. They spend all their energy thinking about another person. They forget their hobbies, goals, passions, and personal growth. This is the perfect time to reconnect with yourself. Ask yourself, what activities bring you joy? Maybe you enjoy reading, exercising, traveling, learning new skills, studying a language, or spending time with friends and family. The more you invest in your own life, the less your happiness depends on someone else. It is also important to challenge idealization. When we miss someone, our minds often focus only on the positive memories. We remember the good moments and forget the difficulties. No person is perfect. Every relationship has strengths and weaknesses. Looking at the situation realistically can help you see the full picture instead of a romanticized version of it. Gratitude can also play a powerful role in the healing process. Instead of focusing only on what was lost, try to appreciate what you learned. Every relationship teaches us something about ourselves, our needs, our boundaries, and our values. Even painful experiences can help us grow into stronger and wiser people. Another helpful strategy is being patient with yourself. Society often creates pressure to move on quickly. People may say things like, "Just forget about them," or "You should be over it by now." But healing does not follow a schedule. Some days you will feel strong and confident. Other days you may feel emotional again. Both experiences are normal. Progress is not always a straight line. The goal is not to erase memories. The goal is to reach a point where the memories no longer control your emotions. Remember that your worth is not determined by someone else's ability to love you, stay with you, or choose you. Your value exists independently of any relationship. You were valuable before meeting that person, and you remain valuable after they leave. This is an important truth that many people forget during heartbreak. Another lesson in detachment is learning to enjoy your own company. Many people fear being alone because they associate being alone with loneliness. However, solitude can be a wonderful opportunity to understand yourself better. You can discover your strengths, develop confidence, and create a life that feels meaningful regardless of your relationship status. Confidence grows when you realize that you can face difficult situations and still continue moving forward. Detachment also involves focusing on the present moment. The past cannot be changed, and the future cannot be predicted. What you can influence is today. What healthy action can you take today? What small step can you take toward your goals? Maybe you can go for a walk, call a friend, read a chapter of a book, learn something new, or work on a personal project. Small actions performed consistently create significant changes over time. It is also important to forgive yourself. Many people blame themselves after a relationship ends. They replay conversations and mistakes repeatedly. While self-reflection is useful, endless self-criticism is not. Everyone makes mistakes. Every human being is imperfect. Growth comes from learning, not from punishing yourself forever. As you continue your journey, remember that life is full of new possibilities. The end of one chapter creates space for another. New friendships, opportunities, experiences, and relationships can enter your life. But these new possibilities are easier to see when you are no longer holding tightly to the past. Detachment is not about becoming cold or emotionless. It is about finding peace. It is about understanding that you can cherish memories without living in them. It is about recognizing that your future does not depend on one person. It is about trusting yourself enough to continue moving forward, even when the path feels uncertain. If you are currently struggling to let go of someone, remember that healing takes time. But every day you are becoming stronger. Every step forward matters, even the small ones. Continue investing in yourself. Continue learning, continue growing, and continue believing that better days are ahead. One day, you may look back and realize that the pain you felt helped you become a stronger, wiser, and more resilient version of yourself. Thank you so much for spending your time with Relax and Learn English today. If you enjoyed this podcast and want more content to improve your English while learning valuable life lessons, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss a new episode. Thank you for listening, and see you in the next podcast.